Hello, hello, hello. My name is Miss Monet. I'm a neo-traditional artist from Mama Liberia. I showcase our Liberian culture and tradition to the rest of the world. And today, you are watching Across Africa TV Network.
Those you the cardi, light skin make a farmer Mariah Cardi. Carry rolling, get my heart stolen. Once I fall in love with your baby, no controlling. Ripe like plantain, sweet like pine wine, cocoa butter baby. Brown skin gal, no time for darling, color cocoa baby. Temperature rise, girl, give me that, give me. Waiting for me pronto, moving real fast like a semi. See they let me like it. Call me Papoose, you be the Remy. And they call me Mr.
I'm Hawa, and I give it to you straight.
I'm Jennifer. I'm nice. Don't get it twisted.
I'm Rose Joy. I speak with passion.
Hi, I'm Vanessa, and I say it like I mean it.
Hi.
And that's period.
I heard you say. I hear you, sis. You can say that again. Are we able to hear each other? Everybody can hear each other. Nobody is echoing. Nobody is. Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you guys. I can hear everybody. Hello, everybody. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's LIB Talks Day. If you're just joining us, this is LIB Talks. We come on every Friday at 7 p.m. Welcome to this Friday's show. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you've been here, you're going to hear us say the same thing again. Welcome. We love hearing you guys' input. So this show, we want you guys to comment. Okay? Comment. But most importantly, share the show to your friends, to your groups, you know, them chat groups that y'all in on Facebook. Go ahead, share the show.
Don't be petty.
As Vanessa says, don't be petty. That's the petty part. That's it for me. But tonight we have some important discussion to have. You know we have candid discussion on here. Does birds of the feather flocks together? Woo-hoo. That's a good question. I've never been, I don't think we've ever had this discussion amongst ourselves before. But so this is going to be interesting. We have some juicy G's for you guys. Y'all love them G's. The latest G's on the block. We're going to be bringing it to y'all. What am I going to say? We got the latest gossip on the block. Hey. And then, of course, we like to keep it up. We got to keep up to date. Okay. We are millennials. We got to keep up to date. We got to talk about what's trending. Yeah. So tonight we have what's trending. We're talking about the birds of the feather flocks together. If you want to put in our own labyrinth, let's do the friends and you can where you're the scene. So welcome. It's a Friday show. I'm excited. Let me see. Who do we have? Well, ladies, how was your week? Let's start with that because we got to get this number up.
Finally over.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was great, actually. My boy graduated from 8th grade. Then we went to the 8th grade dance. It was very nice, very interesting. I got a lot of stuff to do this weekend, so I'm excited for the weekend. But the week was great. I just feel so old, like my baby's going to high school. But it was a great week.
Not old. You know what I mean? Look a day over 20, girl. Do that.
Thank you.
Period.
Rose, how was your week?
Very tiring, but it's Friday. And I'm willing to turn up this weekend, all weekend.
We got y'all know it's graduation season. Vanessa, I know you said yours is finally over. But
yeah, you know the life of a recruiter is stressful. Sis was still working till 5:30.
Yes. And let me say, talking about, since you brought that up, that was really good that you kept posting about the job offer. And that's just giving a lot of people opportunity. People don't realize that there are jobs out there, but it's always good if you know somebody who will help you through it. Like,
Right.
I love that. Keep doing that, Vanessa.
And
That
we
is
doing it again next month and a month after that. So we here. Get off of unemployment and come work.
yes. If you want to know what I'm talking about, for those of you guys that are joining us, if you want to know what I'm talking about, Vanessa have a great agency that she's worked for many years, and they're hiring. So look up her page. She always posts that information up there. Y'all know we're not mean, we share, and the job paid good. For me, my week's been great. It's been busy. It's graduation season. My baby had her dance recitals this week. It was so cute.
I know, she's so cute.
I love them at this age when they do their dances. Oh my God.
It's funny but cute. It's funny but cute. So I love it. So that's what we did. That was my week. Other than that, we're here. It's Friday. It's Friday, and we're ready to turn up this weekend. We told y'all we turning up all the way. Anyway, we're gonna get right to the topic. We're gonna get to our G's of the day. Y'all hang in there. If y'all keen for the main topic, we'll always go over everything else before we get to the main topic. So invite your friend to invite a friend to invite a friend. Okay. All right. G's of the day. Who got it for us?
Hey, so hi ladies. Hi fans out there. How you guys doing today? So it's not just like a G's. Is I just want to go back. I want to like reminisce back in the day. So I'm gonna talk about Bess and her best friend. So that was this thing, this whole episode that was all over social media, that they got into a confrontation because they had a deal, and Robert felt like he'd been a friend to this person, and for some reason he didn't like the way he was treated when he tried to help his friend out in another state. So the story, how the story goes. But my thing to bring this out today is like ladies, don't you miss those days that when you fuss with your girlfriend, you go to a house and y'all walk from a house to the junction and you're like holding each other's hands, and it's like it's so cute because like you don't want to go home, she don't want to go home, it's like back and forth. But now it's like it's crazy, it's so scary because it's like, who can I tell things to, those deep things to, because you never know what can happen, and you'll find yourself your entire life all over social media. So, ladies, what do you guys think? Do you guys miss those days that, the small cell phone, you ain't gotta even text. You just call your friend, oh, please meet me to this stop sign, something. I want to tell you something. Do you guys miss those days? Or you guys like this social media,
You know what?
craziness?
Let me touch on this because I feel like I always say in life, we live and we learn. So I'm a prime example because that used to be me. Oh God, several years ago, I wanted all the smoke. You pissed me off. That's when I just opened Facebook. I was one of them. I would write to Facebook and we're gonna air out our dirty laundry. And it didn't even matter, even like if it was my friend, family, my husband, anybody pissed me off. What's on your mind? Who that Facebook and say what's on your mind? I was really into that nonsense. And as I look back, I know people can be like, certain things you put out there doesn't go away or whatever. As I look back on it, I'm like, oh my God, something where you can just discuss behind closed doors. So definitely, I'm so glad I've grown up from that to know that no. I mean, every now and then you can put a meme or two. You can let that person know that you pissed them off without going into so much details. Because my issue here is what happens after you guys have sat down and have the conversation that needs to be had in the first place. After you finish doing the Facebook Live, now you have to talk about it. So yes, Rose, I definitely miss those days where you can just call your friend on the phone and talk about it. And I just, when I see people doing it, that's all I think. Like, oh my goodness. I don't judge it because I feel like I was there and it's, but I'm also like, damn, can you just, that's a conversation.
A simple one.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that it's great tea for me. I can enjoy it. Sorry. I I'm sorry, but I be enjoying that tea. I'm sorry, I'm one of them that I be watching the full thing and be on the video like, yes, yes. I know it's wrong. I know. But no, I never been one of those people that will blast my friend like my sis used to do back in the day. No, no. What we used to be is go to her and be like, "Hey, God, Jennifer, you ready again?"
Right.
But
Somebody's phone.
no, but I will give you a little shade quote on the story. I will do that. I will do a little bit of that. And if you know it's pertaining to you, then it's to you. If you don't know, that's it. Okay, I will do a little slide quote, but no, I never been one of those people that post, but I do entertain it. I do.
How about what you think?
I want to be in agreement to say, Rose, I miss those days where we hold hands. But those days too was hard because used to be I put my short trousers on with me aside.
Right.
But
Yes.
you can close those. It's like you.
Yes. So I agreed to say yes. There will be time that we'll meet up and talk about it, but most of the time I'll be like, I'll meet you to your house, man. I coming. So
Right.
I agree with that whole. It was private. It was private then, so people will meet one on one and have that discussion. It's more personal too. But when you bring it on Facebook, you bring it for entertainment purposes. Let me just tell you right now, if y'all didn't know,
I'll be entertained.
if you bring your issues on Facebook, you bring it up for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
You're not bringing it for nobody to tell you, say, man, stop it. Because the more that you're telling them to stop, the more that they're going to be doing it.
Yeah, nobody wants to tell me nothing yet.
Yeah. Don't call my phone, Jennifer. Don't call it. I'm talking right now.
Who keep calling me, man? I was still on that live.
Say you, Hawa, I see you. I'm not answering.
So I just feel like social media is for entertainment purpose. That's why you are bringing it on here. So you're really not mad at the person, because if you're very invested in the person, you'll go meet that person to their house. Best, you did this to me, left me, and I stay stranded. I watched that. Vanessa, like you, I was like, oh my gosh.
I know I was.
I felt so bad watching it because they've been friends.
Right.
They felt out before. This is not the first time. But for him to go live and displayed everything, display detail, accuse her, and then I agree with Jennifer. What happened next? I'm the one I always think of. What would happen tomorrow now? Am I still going to be friends with this person?
Right.
Like, I've never been the one to come on Facebook to do anything like that, to argue. I come on Facebook to be cute. I don't come on Facebook to argue with nobody. Okay, I post my picture and my little quotes and my little scriptures and keep it moving. So nobody come on Facebook for that. So if anybody ever want to cost me, you cost yourself, because I would just leave right there.
Oh, and just to clarify my side, Rob, I ain't got no problem with what you say or do it.
No problem. No, it's not even about having a problem with what Robert said.
Don't play with Monica. Don't play.
But here's my thing.
Because you're not gonna catch me on the live.
No, it's not even about having a problem with what Robert said. It's just about the fact that we feel like it should have been said to her off of Facebook.
Right.
So you can say all of those things, Robert, but you can also go to, where best live, your friends. You can say that. So I feel like that was just for entertainment.
Well, we know.
Robert, LIB Talks. We're not in a conversation. We said that we can say.
Oh, yes, yeah, Monica.
So I don't want you to be caught out on me.
Y'all know we like Robert on this show.
I love Robert.
And I like Bess too. Bess is a good person.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah. We just wanted to throw it out there. Social media. Let's use it for the best, for the good things, better things. Start, because you never know what people going through. You never know where, what level some people at. Some people have low self-esteem. Some people at a level that, they can take stress. They don't know how to deal with things. You can drive people to do stuff that they have no business doing. So just be careful. Think about what happened to me if someone did that to me on social media. And I think this morning too, I was reading on Tess, this girl called Tess or whatever. This man recorded his baby mom and they were cursing each other, and he posted it on Facebook. I mean, come on, guys, do better.
Yeah.
With that, my thing is this: with all the entertainers, like how we have our podcast. If we're not playing into it, showing those videos, giving them shining more light on it, it wouldn't be on Facebook trending.
Right.
I feel like as Facebook entertainer, like we that do shows on Facebook, if we entertain those things by posting it, showing most of the time we have this discussion, we have it from a positive perspective. Like, don't do this. But if you bring it on there and you're like, oh, this is what the latest cheese been happening. Yeah, y'all come, let me show y'all it. Matter of fact, 8 p.m. today, I got it for y'all. What is that? Like, yes, now I'm knocking on those who do it because you're enjoying more negative. You're enjoying more negative attention. I'm gonna say to that too because you're enjoying more negative attention to an already negative situation. So why keep promoting that? Oh wait, I know why. Because you like the audience.
Yeah, they like the drama.
Yeah. I like.
So that's the gist for today, guys. You know, let's be a little cautious. You know, think about things before you do stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We love you, Robert. We love you.
But Facebook won't be entertainment center if they all thought about it. Y'all know that, right?
But that's why it asks what's on your mind.
I think Facebook needs to take that button away. What's on your mind? that whole option. Because sometimes, even these live videos, sometimes they be like, do that need to be live? Why is that live? Like, for instance, I'm hitting right now. I'm gonna be a little petty. Like, why do you have to show your bedroom on Valentine's Day? What is wrong with y'all?
Don't start before they start embarrassing LIB Talks.
No. Excuse me. I disagree. I disagree with that. When my hubby did a very nice surprise for me. Oh yes, I recorded it from the door to the room. Yes, I want y'all to see it.
I just feel like that's so intimate. The bedroom is so intimate.
I took it from the door to the room because it was very nice. It was candles and rose petals all the way.
Rose, I'm just saying. They show them in a hot tub. Why not? They can show each other in a hot tub.
No, I ain't go that far.
And then they show each other in a hot tub like I know I'm about to do right now. Like sis. No.
I show y'all the before, not the during or the after.
I feel like that what's on your mind, that live option. Oh my God, it is being abused.
Sometimes it just get misused. Oh,
it's being abused. But that's it. LIB Baju said people will say bringing drama on Facebook not good things. But those same people will be the one watching the cheese.
That's right. That's why I said I didn't say it. You see, I said I enjoy it.
Yeah. LIB Baju, you so right. Because
they be like hit my inbox. Let me see.
Wait, when those sex videos started going out, let me just say, can I say I was one of the people that was like, I don't want to see it because you're already displaying it the way you're talking about it. Like, that's enough. I don't need to see it. So I was one of those people who will always say that. So LIB Baju, you're right. You're right. And some people was even talking about all that position they did doing the video. Like, yes, yes. So I followed. I'm in this group on Facebook. It's like wives, something wives, and somebody came on there and was like, "I'm going to do this to your brother tonight." I was like, "Who? Like, why do you have to do that?" I gotta say, what are you gonna go do to the person on Facebook Live? Come on, sis. But yeah, we are using Facebook, but it's all right. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. That's what on your mind. That's what y'all feel like doing. Y'all gotta do it. Vanessa, what's trending?
Can't get off the topic. You know, all I kept thinking when you were saying that, thinking about how back in the day we would get into it. You'd be like, "Coming to your house right now."
Right now.
And she will be there.
I'll be there right now.
Because for me, I felt like phone conversation was never enough. Like, I need you to know how I feel about this. I'm coming right now. We're going to talk about it.
I'm coming to your house right now.
Wait, Jen, put that phone away. Oh, I'm coming for it right now.
Right.
Oh, God. Yeah.
All right. So what is trending is Juneteenth. Juneteenth is upon us tomorrow. So I am going to talk a little bit about it on June. For those of you who don't know how Juneteenth started, let me just tell you how Juneteenth started and what the essence of it is. On June 19th, 1865, federal troops arrived in Galveston, Texas to bring news that the Civil War had ended and ensure that all enslaved people were free. As the news spread, so did the celebration. Juneteenth is, people call it Freedom Day, Emancipation Day, and different things like that were born. It has different flags with the red, blue, and white, and it also has the green, red, and black as well that represent different things like the blood that Black people shed back in the day, soil and prosperity of Africa and its people. So officially yesterday, our President Biden officially signed a bill to establish Juneteenth as a federal holiday commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. It's something that we should all be proud of as Black people in America and be very excited, because if you don't know, even though we all celebrate 4th of July, when July 4th happened to say America was free, all 4 of us here who are Black were not considered to be free. It was only white Americans that were free. So Juneteenth is a very important day because that was the day that we won the war and it came to fruition that we are officially free. So now it is everybody's holiday. It is not just a Black people's holiday. We are going to be celebrating it all around. So for those of you who didn't know, don't just be celebrating July 4th and say, oh, that's our freedom. No, Juneteenth is your freedom if you look like me. Oh.
But ask the question, Vanessa.
Yes.
So that Juneteenth, we can call out of work and stay home.
Oh, I tell you, my job. Let me tell you about my job. I don't know about y'all job, but my job has given us cultural holidays, and we are allowed to celebrate Juneteenth as one of our holidays to be off. And sis did so take her day off on Monday. She is Juneteenth celebrating all weekend.
Oh, that's great. How about
awesome.
Are they going to be paying double on that day too? Like
they should be.
It's a federal holiday.
And anybody that's working in a federal position right now, they will be off officially tomorrow. Now that is officially a holiday.
Mm-hmm. And it will be, if it falls on a weekend, it will be celebrated on Monday.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
I'm excited about it because I didn't know the history of Juneteenth. Unfortunately, they don't teach us that in school because they just focus on other histories.
Yep.
So I really didn't know anything about it until most recently when they have the parade that they have for Juneteenth, when we have like activities all weekend long. And that's when I started paying much attention to it. And it dawned on me like, wait, why do we celebrate July 4th, especially as Black people? Yes, us wasn't born in this country, but being in this country, we're all categorized under one umbrella. You are Black, and that is it. So I'm saying, like, why are we celebrating July 4th when we should really be celebrating this day? So for it to be finally recognized, to be not just recognized, but put in the books that this is going to be a national holiday, like, that's a big deal. I'm so excited about it.
It definitely yes. Let me just add quickly, we had a cookout last year. So my brother was the one that told me about it. So last year we had a cookout at the house. But I really didn't know like a lot of history behind it. I was just like Juneteenth. But now I'm like super excited to celebrate on Saturday.
Yep. So, like I said, for those of y'all who don't know, this Black sis is here to make y'all aware. Y'all will turn, Jennifer, we turning up tomorrow for graduation and Juneteenth. Oh.
Yes. For everyone who's joining us, welcome. I want to read a comment. So Wede Thompson said, I'm watching y'all from Minnesota. Good day, our beautiful ladies. Hi, Wede. Thank you for joining us. But LIB Baju, we loving you. You just commenting, yes, babe. Go ahead. He said, but my question is, how can we celebrate in a way where we are acknowledge those that died fighting for our rights? I think that's what we celebrate Memorial Day. We remember those fighting in a way that it's not celebrated much, but I think that we try to do so. But I think this holiday being recognized is very important. It's a big deal. It's very, very important, and it's for us to even be celebrating this weekend.
Right.
And then Sabao Major, hi babe, is okay. So he was specifying for Juneteenth. I don't know. I think they're gonna put that all into works. I'm not sure.
What did he ask?
He's
Oh,
specifying.
that's right. Okay, the people that was fighting for us that died.
I'm not sure. I think they're probably gonna. If I'm not mistaken, they probably created like a memorial for them already. But again, we're not taught many things about Black history. I must admit.
But Juneteenth is not mainly about. It's not mainly about the war. The main thing was about the slaves being free. At the time of July 4th coming around, we were still considered to be slaves. We were not officially free. So when that came about, even when it did happen, the word wasn't all the way 100% spread until June 19th, before the word officially got spread that we were 100% free. So this day is just basically acknowledging that that was a day that 250 years of slavery had ended, and we were officially free American citizens in America. Now, I know I do see the comments on there that I saw someone say, it's good that Juneteenth is a federal holiday, but there are many other issues that affect African American community that still need to be addressed. And I hear it. I understand.
100%.
We got 100%. We agree, but we also have to celebrate every little milestone that we have. This is long overdue.
Yes. And to Barbara, to honey Barbara, hey honey, I'm just saying that I questioned that when I found out the history of Juneteenth. I've always been the one who, and everyone else can attest to this, we all have celebrated July 4th.
Mhm.
But I'm saying as much emphasis that we put on July 4th, we should put it on that specific day as well.
Yep.
Because that day means a lot to us. So that's why I was like, why are we only celebrating this day and not this day? So
Mhm.
that's why I would ask that question, because they both are important. Obviously, they're both important. But for Black people, we should really be celebrating this day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I have any more comments to read. If I comment, it's good that the number Juneteenth is not a federal holiday. However, there are so many other.
Yeah, I read that one.
Okay, that's a bias. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Are here everybody here? Yeah, we need to have the same energy for Juneteenth as well. You're right, definitely, and that's what we're saying. The same energy. So to those of y'all who came and y'all going, y'all coming back, y'all going because the number go up, come down, go up, come down. Invite your friends, so invite a friend, so invite a friend. We are about to get on into the main topic. Jennifer, tell the people to come. The people need to come. Forward, they had it. Y'all bring your friend in. Let's do this at 7:30. We gotta get going. We told you outside open. The barbecue started. The celebration started. So let's get this going.
Yes, definitely. Tell your friend to tell your friend. And if you're here and you have not shared the show, we're asking for you to please go ahead and share the show. For the ladies that's in the comment section, the people that's in the comment section, we say we appreciate you guys. We love y'all. Keep the conversation going. It's good. You guys are talking to us. We love it here. Okay. So let's get into the topic. I think I saw this topic and I was like, oh, this would be an interesting topic for us to talk about. So the saying, two birds of the same feathers flock together. You know, so we've all heard how opposite attract, but we're also told that birds of a feather flock together. So the fact that both of these have been passed down for so long suggests that the role of similarities in relationships is not a simple matter. Most research indicates that we do prefer to affiliate with others who are similar to us, who share our values and interests. But some claim that when it comes to personality, we're most interested in complementary. This means that for some traits, similarity is most desirable, but for others, we prefer someone who is our opposite. So that's just the legit of it. You know, like I said, this is the two things. When I started research about birds of a feather, they talk about opposite and do opposite attract. So this is not only in friendships, but in relationships as well. Okay. So according to this theory, we will prefer someone who is similar to us. For example, I'm a warm person. I like people who are warm, and cold people like other cold people. And opposite on dominance, dominant people pair with submissive people. So like I said, this is not just friendship. This is friendship, relationships. Are we flocking or are we going for the opposite? On the other hand, we might expect that everyone, regardless of their own personality, will prefer the positive trait in that person. For example, like I said, the cold, you're a cold person. If you could fall in love with somebody that's warm and the heart, like they're soft spoken, but you're just cold, you don't have no, you would go for the opposite. So they're saying that in friendships, we also may not flock. I'm gonna get the opposite trait in you and fall for that. Okay, so these results suggest that it becomes more of a personality trait. Neither the case that birds of a feather flock together nor opposite attract is different in most cases. So it's not always, sometimes, but not always. So, ladies, I think before we get deep into the research, I just want to ask one question. In your relationship right now, if you are in a relationship, are you guys the same? Do you consider you guys the same?
Mm-mm. No way.
That's a yes or no.
No way.
No.
And you talking about in your relationship, right?
Like your husband or boyfriend or
boyfriend, right?
Yes.
Nope. Completely
No.
opposite.
Okay. Another question. Would you suggest that your best friend and you are the same? Like you're the same kind of person?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No?
That's a tough one. Because I want to see some qualities in you that I have in me that we can both combine. And I also want to see some differences that we know that this is you. I accept you for who you are.
Right.
So it's hard to answer that. I'm 50-50 on that.
Okay. So okay, let's go. People in the audience too, you feel free to answer. Is your current spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever you're in a relationship with, yes or no? Are you guys totally opposite or are you guys the same? And then secondly, for your best friend, are you and your best friend, would you consider you're being the same person, same type of people, or totally opposite? I want to see the comments, okay? So honey, she's asking for the question again. Okay. The question is, if you're in a relationship currently, would you say yes or no? You and your person. Are you and your person, would you say you guys are similar or opposite? Okay, so let's get
Jennifer,
into it. Yes.
I think for me personally, I like the opposite because I think I like people that are softer, people that are quiet. I'm more attracted to people that's very quiet. And my best friend Elsie, that even when I was growing up like 10, 11, 12 years old, like I really used to love her because I like the quietness of her. And it, even when I got into having relationships, I like that.
Right.
People, but and the crazy thing about it, when I'm in a relationship, I'm quiet too. I'm soft. I'm not the rose that my friends know. So I think the people that out there, my friends, like girlfriends, I like to have quiet girlfriends, especially really people that are real quiet. They are really close to my heart. Then the other sassy ones, and then my relationship, I like sub guys. I mean, it really says a lot to me. It makes me feel I I can love that person so much more when
Right.
it's softer.
Mm.
So
Okay.
I like a mix. I like a mix in my friends. I like I like what I have, that some of my friends are willing to turn up with me when I'm ready to go. They're ready to go with me. And then I also like my other friends that be like, you know better. You shouldn't
Right.
be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that, and
Yes.
they bring me back down to earth.
Yeah.
So I like the mix of having both, but the versus with me having my husband, I am rah rah rah. I will go in your face. You come at him. What he don't want to say, I will say it for him. That's me.
And that's
while
what I said. It's
while
so hard.
he's not that at all. He's not confrontational. He's not like, you really have to make him mad for him to even give you some type of reaction. He's just very chilled.
Right.
And that's what I said for me is 50 50.
50-50.
With my husband, there are some similarities, but the differences is obviously is there. And for me, I feel like the differences is what attracted me to him more. Because
Right.
I like that part. And then as far as friendship, if I have a friend, if I see one similarity between us or one differences, I love it because I love to know that we're not always going to agree
Right.
on the same thing, but I know that I have some influence in your life and you is mine. So when I'm on my 50, you're on your 10 because you have to calm me down. But when you need to get on the 100 with me, you get on the 100 with me, okay? So it's 50-50 for me. I don't, yeah.
Ooh, somebody coming at Rose in the comment.
What?
Jerome Rappers, he said, no, Rose, I don't see you to be a quiet person in relationship. You are the opposite. We see it right here on the show.
No, believe you, sis.
But Rose said it though. But Rose said it. She said when she with her friends, it's different.
He said, but not in a bad way.
When I do get into a relationship, I'm very quiet. I'm a total opposite.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay, so all right, but yeah, before I get back with the audience, let me just continue this because I want us to really talk about this because I feel like it definitely varies, but research is saying the same thing that it varies, you know. But I feel like traditionally, especially our culture, they say that a lot, you know. So let's go. Say friends and spouses tend to be similar in a broad range of characteristics, such as age, education level, race, religion, attitudes, and general intelligence. Surprisingly, little evidence have been found for similarities in personality. One of the most fundamental psychology physiological constructs, we argue that the lack of evidence for personality similarities stem from the tendency of individuals to make personality judgment relative to a silent comparison group. So, when responding to self-report and peer report questionnaires, commonly, sorry y'all, my glasses. When responding to self-report and peer reports questionnaires commonly used in personality research, we employ two behaviors-based personality measures to reference the groups. The results based on large samples provide evidence for personality similarities between romantic partners and environmental. So we go down, say, okay, no one likes to lose a friend, especially in your adolescent years. But why do friendships end? Research shows that because of research shows that when adolescent friendships end, because of undesirable characteristics of friends, because of differences between friends of both. Finding from this long-term study of 410 adolescents involved in 573 friendships. Adolescent friendships are fleeting. The majority dissolves after a year or two. Previous studies of friendship dissolution have focused on either levels of individual characters or differences between friends, but not in both. Finding from our studies that compatibility is a function of similarity between friends rather than the presence or absence of a particular trait. So, ladies, let's talk about this. In your opinion, would you say birds of the same feathers flock together? So, when I say ladies, I'm talking to the ladies on the panel, I'm talking to the ladies in the audience, the men in the audience. And I feel like when we say relationship, we shouldn't just be stuck on friendship. Because I personally feel like me and my husband have more similarities than opposites. But me and my best friend have more. Oh, no, it's the same thing. Me and my best friend have more than opposite. So maybe I tend to like people that maybe I believe that they have to be on the same.
Similarity index.
But when it comes to like people that I associate with in general,
They're different.
I don't mind. I think that it doesn't matter. Like if I have a group of friends, we're all different, which I do. I have a group of sisters that I've been friends with for years, and each person have their own individual. But there is a lot of things that makes us gel together. I think there's more similarities than opposites. But that's just me. So I don't believe that birds of the feather flock together. So
Wow.
For me, it depends.
right.
It depends. Like you have some friends that you know of them, you see them in the community, and you're like, okay, they're friends, and just some things don't click. And you see some friends, it's like, yeah, they're friends.
It makes sense.
They're growing together. They, accomplishing things, and you always see them. They're always involved with each other. So it depends. I think it depends, because they got some friends that never get to learn. They just stuck, just stay right there. They never move. It's like they can have a friend that motivates them, give them everything they want, show them step by step, but they just at the same place for many years. And all you have to do as a friend just love them because they're just there.
Right.
And you got some people that you in a group, everybody gets motivated, everybody hustling, everybody, you guys sit together, your conversation are similar because you guys almost want the same things, you're excited about the same things. So I think it depends. It depends on the people, it depends on the mindset, it depends on the personality that she's dealing with. And also I think it depends on the bringing up in life, how they were brought up. We all was brought up in different places, but sometimes you see that your parents are almost the same. When you go around your parents and you sit among people, parents, and you're like, that's my friend mom, and you looking at her, she's almost like your mom. So you guys, just get to click together. So I think it depends.
Can I step in for a minute? I just gotta get out of viewer. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to. So, Newell King. No wonder why your viewers are always 9 or 10. Nonsense. Let me clarify this to you. Whether you homeboy, homegirl, whatever. If you got an issue about the topic that we're talking about, then don't share. Don't watch. We don't need you to be here. Peace out. But what you're not gonna do is be on the comment section and making unnecessary comments, because obviously you must be entertained if you're sharing it on your page. Anyway, go on.
What did he say?
Oh, I don't know if you don't realize, but this is here will read, comment, and respond.
But I'm so confused. People, I don't know. Like, what is bad about birds of the feather flocking together? I'm confused. If you're not for it, you don't believe in it, just keep it pushing, boo.
Thank you. See you.
Maybe he doesn't think like he fucks with his friends. That's why he or she is making such comment. So, with that being said, do not. I responded. I'm not just gonna respond. I'm gonna comment too. I commented. He can read my comment. Oh, and then it says that he's a sharer. You see, I love.
That's
Facebook.
why I said. You like it because you sharing.
Keep sharing. If this topic, you know what they like? They like our topic when we like, I don't agree with you. Why we doing it so? Like, you want us to do that? Y'all love drama. And that's the thing. We're not always going to come here to give you your drama. You're like, we already told you. We give you a G's portion about 10 minutes. That's all you want to get.
Well, thank you, honey. Honey Barbie said that appears to be a fake page. So whoever you are,
I love it.
Hey, sis.
Hey, sis.
We love you.
It's really all love.
It's all love. Come back.
One thing about us, we're going to love.
And respond. Period.
Purple King, I come by.
Oh, you think I'm being harsh? You ain't see harsh yet. You ain't see harsh yet.
Oh my God.
Anyway, that's enough of that.
So with that being said, to give you a little response to you, I even forgot the question because we're paying attention to an irrelevant fake page, he, she. But come on back. But the birds of the fellows flock together. Do I think that saying is true, or do I feel like me and my friends are similar? That was the question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, like I said, in my relationship, me and my husband, I feel like there are a lot of similarities, but also there are a lot of differences. And for me, the differences attracted me to him. Like, I feel like I love that differences. I saw the similarity right away. It took me years to kind of learn.
Right.
But the differences were there. I was like, he's different. Okay. So, and that's why I was so attracted to him, because I'm like, he's different. I like that. I like that part of him. So for me, I like a mix of, I like to see a differences and I like to see a similarity, and I'm attracted to that. And same thing, like Jennifer said, me and my best friend are a lot of similarities. Like, sometimes when I'm calling her about something, she like already know what it is, or I already know how she's feeling about whatever it is that she sees, or like the mindset is like, do you think? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like we know each other. I have a lot of friends that are different, and again, I always love to have a mixture of friends and sisterhood, and it gave me an opportunity to just be able to blend with a little bit of everything. And not be judgmental, because if you only have the same friends, if you deal with the same people, you are stuck in a box that whenever you meet somebody that is not of that category that you've been dealing with, you don't know how to relate, or you don't know how to start a conversation. So it's always good to have a mixture of everybody in your friendship, and not be judgmental of them, and just be accepting. It's hard. I know it's hard to say, oh, I have a group of friends that some of them I don't accept certain things, but we have to get to a place to say, I have a group of friends. Some are like this, some are like that, but I accept them all because they all respect our boundaries. Yeah.
Period.
Yo, this guy is funny.
Anywho.
That's all we're gonna say. He's funny.
Mm-hmm. He or she is really funny. But anywho, I agree with everything everybody said. I heard Rose too, when Rose was saying there's certain people too, like as you grow in life, you outgrow people as well. That's part of relationships. So as your studies were saying, like adolescent relationships don't last long, and that's because maybe at a certain time you were at a certain stage in your life, and as you grow and as you mature, you get to certain places. And yes, everybody is not going to be the same. You're not looking for everybody to be the same, but you also want to have friends that you look at to inspire you or push you or bring that drive in you, and not somebody that's just staying at the same level. So I think that's why you see changes in adolescent relationships, that sometimes friends who were your bestest friends when you were younger to what you are now is because you are in a different place, and that person is in a different place. So it's not anything that is against that person. There's no hate, there's no love. You will always have some type of love and appreciation for that person because you grew together. But There are times when you grow to another level and someone is still stuck at one level.
So I always have a dilemma with that. How do you deal with that person just being at that same level, but you are at another level? Because I feel like that's when people start to feel like you are a different person now, or you're treating them differently because you are not flocking together anymore. I remember when all my friends was getting married, and I was one of the last to get married, I think, amongst us.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't. I'm just saying. When most of my friends were getting married, I was still single. So I remember some of their spouses will always joke to say, "You can be hanging out with single girls, right?" And I always felt like, I felt so kind of way about it. So then it made me think about a friendship in general. Like when you get to another level, I hear what you're saying, Vanessa, and I hear what you're saying, Rose, but I feel like if you start, for me now, maybe it's me, if I had that mindset, like then I would start to like judge people, or maybe people will look at me like, oh, I feel like I have arrived, so therefore I can't have this friendship no more. So
No,
I'm
I don't.
worried about that. Like,
Yeah, but it's not. But what I'm saying is, it's not about you thinking that you have outgrown somebody, that you have arrived and you're better. You're better than somebody. No. What I'm stating is sometimes when you are in certain relationships, when you were younger, there's a certain way that you were acting back then, and you have now learned to grow and be better. It's not as that though you're saying that person is less than you or you better than that person, but sometimes too you try to move that person on the way that you are on, and let's grow, let's do this, let's do that.
Okay.
And if that person is not there, sometimes for you to be where you need to be and accomplish what you need to accomplish, you have to let certain things go. And it's no hate, there's no loss, it's no nothing of me saying I'm better, I'm this, I'm that. No, sometimes you just have to let things go in order for you to be where you're supposed to be. Some people are there for a season, some people are there permanently. You have to know the difference.
That season of friendship thing is hard, but let's read some comment. I love our viewers. Let me tell you, we have some faithful viewers who, you know what, the next time we don't have to respond. Our viewers, our people that support us got our back.
Thank you.
And I'm only talking about 9 or 10. Right now we are like 35. So come on. Like
excuse me, Ms. Noah.
Yes.
I just want to address something. Newell King, or whoever you are, I just want to say, if you don't like the content of the live, you can leave. We're not going to tolerate the disrespect to them, especially a man talking to women like that.
Yes, all over.
Thank you. Thank you.
I told y'all.
Thank you, baby.
You don't have to respond. Look at that. That's our boy right there. Thank you. Genius, we love you. Thank you. And everyone else who's responding to the man who's supposed to wanted to support us. Siani want to say something.
Oh, Jesus. Bring your daughter to work day.
First mommy here. Oh, that's right.
You know what? Siani said she can't find her tablet. To let all of y'all know, she's trying to find her tablet.
Hero.
But with that being said, thanks to everyone who responded, everyone who's watching, who continuously share, and to this man or woman or he, she, whoever this person is. We said thank you for bringing more audience, and just like you said, you're doing us a favor. I already said what I said to you. We appreciate you. Keep coming. But let's read some comments. Kimberly, hey babe, Deborah said, how are you? Remember from our Danane days, I was very quiet, but now at this stage, I'm not. No, you're not, sis. She, and she's right. She was really quiet, but now she's not quiet at all. Let's read another comment. Honey Barbara said, which can be a good and bad thing. Friends should balance each other out. That is very true. That's honestly is very true. Initial relationship should be more similarities, but all right. But friendships are more or less opposite. That is true too. I think we're all saying the same thing. People, so Moses, hi hello Moses. So all the fine women from Liberia, you know that. You know now where we came from. We come from Liberia.
I have another question. Do you feel like for everybody in the audience and the ladies on the panel, do you feel like you're easily influenced by your friends?
I think it depends. I think it depends because we can say no, but if I tell you, Rose, somebody made me vexed, made me mad, and I want you to come turn up with me, you will come. So don't say that.
I'm sorry, Jennifer. I missed the question. I'm sorry. I have kids.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, the question was, do you feel like you are easily influenced by your friends?
No.
It doesn't have to be a bad thing.
How I say it depends. Cause I say if somebody made me fast and I say we turn it up on that person, you come in. So I want to hear none of y'all say no.
No, that's you got your friends back. The influence is, yeah. I don't think I am. I think I'm not. No, I would say no for me.
How about you, Rosie?
Because no. Because
no. Because nobody's telling us that.
And I work at a place with a lot of Liberians, and I was friends with a lot of people. And trust me, I never got involved with what they were saying. But I was part of the conversation. I knew what to do. I know what goes on. I know them personally. But no, I don't think so. I think I get influenced.
Because I want to get into the negative part of flocking together, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, my thing is, for example, in our community, it would be like all those girls over there. They're all at Popo Joe. They use our Liberian terms. They're all Popo Joe, right? So you're in a circle of friends, and you don't have to be married. Forget the married people. You're friends, because there were a point where we were friends, no wedding ring, no husband, right? And then one person is more promiscuous, and one person was stick with a man and do his shit for 10 years, while one person would be like, you're not working, goodbye. You're not working, goodbye. You're not working, goodbye. Like, but then when people see y'all, they're like, you're all the same. You know what I'm saying? You know how it used to be when, like, back in the day, where it's like people had that mindset. Not even back in the day. If you see this person, like, people do it all the time on Facebook. Whether it's like they assume somebody is wearing fake designers, so they have that friends. So that means they can't buy their own designer. That means they're all into the fake designers. So I feel like nowadays, do you judge people based on who they're with, like who they're hanging out with? Yes or no? Honestly,
that's a hard one. That's a hard one. But do I judge people? I think I would stay away from certain people because I don't want to be categorized in that category.
Right.
So if you're known to be the top around the block, me and you're not going to look for men, because the men will feel like me and you the same. So certain people, I'm not gonna. Like, when I was single, I wouldn't be hanging out with the top, because I don't want the next man feeling like I'm the same way too, and not take me serious. I don't know. I feel like in that situation, I would say certain people I would stay away from.
Because the big thing, what my mom used to say to me, if you're in the car and people are going to rob a bank, right, and you're the driver or you're just in the car, you're flocking. You're part of the crime.
Yes,
because you are accomplices.
Yes, you're accomplice.
My mom just said, I don't care if you're not doing it. Because if I be like, Mom, I promise you, I'm not gonna smoke. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that just because you think my friend is doing it or whatever. But it's like, no, you're not supposed to hang out with that person at all. Because once you're friends with that person, it's a possibility that they're gonna influence you to do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Even though people do influence us to do the right thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like the negative part always outweighs the positive. Mm-hmm. Because I can be easily influenced to say that Hawa is going back to school. I want to go back to school. You can influence me to do better for myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or the way I handle situations, it may be like, this way is not working for me. How about I try the way Vanessa handled the situation? I can be influenced. So that's why I asked y'all, could you be influenced by your friends? And that is, I think it is, yes.
I think it depends.
I think it depends because nobody
Like I
can
said.
nobody can make me do nothing bad that I don't honestly want to do already. Is what I'm gonna make clear. If it's not nobody pushing you or influence you, if you follow that person, that's because you already had it set in your mind that you wanted to do it. Can't nobody push you or what are you? You're not no baby that they copy that you copying what the next person is doing. I expect that from my 2-year-old, my 4-year-old. I don't expect that from a grown person. So if you go ahead and you do something negative that somebody's doing, that's because you already had it in your headspace that you wanted to do it. You were just looking for a reason to say, "Oh, I'm following that person." Now, I'm not saying that people can be bad influences on you and something, but I don't know if I will 100% to say I'm not going to be somebody's friend because they're very sexually active versus like they messing with this person, that person, that person. So does that make that person a bad friend to me? What they doing with their private parts don't have nothing to do with me.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. However, like the person said, there's a comment here that I want to read and I'll go back because we're missing a lot of comments.
Okay.
Hold on. He said, and again, that saying goes, is this show show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So Vanessa, to respond to what you just said, the saying goes, show me your friend, I will tell you who you are.
So if you're quiet and you got a loud friend, that mean you loud? Or
No.
if your friend messes around with different men, so that automatically means that you do it?
No, but this is the saying, like how we're saying that birds of the same feather flocks together. And the saying goes, show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. That's
I just think that's stereotypes and that's people judging people.
Yes, I was just about to say that. That's how people generalize everyone to say, oh, because we know this person's history, every friends that come after the person have done that lifestyle is in the same category, and that is not fair.
Right.
That is not fair to say. But let me read some comments before we keep going. Moses said, you know, we're just gonna skip over this Noel King's comment because I think it's at this point.
Too much.
Moses said, at the end of the day, friendship selection should be based on what you value, how the person contributes to your life, and what purpose of the friendship is. That is true too. People always think like, I feel like in any friendship, I have to be gaining something.
Right.
If I'm not gaining something, if it's a headache, it's not worth it. I'm sorry.
I feel the same.
That's why I say you outgrow people. That's why I said it.
Yeah. But as far as outgrown, there are some friendship that outgrown in a positive way, meaning like you're not, it's not that you're not on the same page. Your priorities are just a little different. So some people look at outgrowing of a friendship to be a negative thing. But I'll just say there are a lot of friendship that I've had that we don't see each other every day like we used to, but we still, when we do talk, we talk like it's been like we've been seeing each other.
We'll never skip a beat.
We don't skip a beat, but we don't really communicate on a regular like I do with my best friend or anyone else. But Sarah wanted to know what's the discussion. Sarah, the discussion was about the friends with the fellows flock together. You know the whole saying, birds of the feather flock together. So now we're putting it into friendships. To our friendship, like we're talking about different characteristics as far as relationship with friendships. Honeybee, people generally do. Honestly, we do most times. What's the topic? I already answered that. Lofa is responding to this person. Pro King says, sure, it depends. You must have some initial interest in order to be easily influenced. That is true. I know I'm one person. I'm not easily influenced. I'm a stickler to time. When I go somewhere, I want to come home a certain time. I don't care who says staying on that. I come in home. Like, I'm not like, no way. Like,
no, Howard, let me read this one comment. Syria White the General said, well, some of the things we do influence our friends are not forgiving our partners because the broad of the friends don't agree that you should forgive them easily. But that's a good one. But you know what I learned is that when you share something has happened to you with your friends and your family, eventually, especially in a relationship, eventually you will get into a place where you have had a conversation with this person, y'all have talked, and y'all come to a place where you're forgiving this person. Right. But your friends and your family have not been afforded this same thing. So what you have to realize now is that I am still mad for you. I am still hurt for you. So now if I'm telling you, say you should leave this person, and you go back to this person and you see me mad because what you have shared with me, I am still mad. I am not in a place where you are, where you got to settle it and be calm about it. So sometimes that's why you have to be mindful what it is that you share with your friends and your family, because when you share certain things with them, it's not as though they like looking to want to judge you, but because that person has love for you and care for you so much, when that other person does something to you, I am holding that for you. So when you've gotten to a place where you have forgiven that person, I am not at that place. So this is why you end up getting into this situation.
Vanessa. How many times did I say that?
And I just want to pick it back off of Vanessa. And that's something I tell people, especially my friends. When it comes to relationship, you have to be careful as a friend. I'm very careful with that. And I tell my friend up front, and even the ones that have been friends with me for 10, 20 years, I tell them, I do not get involved in people relationship. You would not see me tell you that I see or I know something. I would never do that. Because, again, it comes back again when you are with that person, then that person and me creates enemy. Then I don't get to come to you again. I don't get to vibe with you again. It makes me feel real terrible. So I'm this friend that I stand my ground from the day I was younger to today. I put it down and say, you would never hear me tell you anything negative about your spouse. Don't depend on me, because I would never do it. Because there's a reason I do that.
Let me respond to the guys. Go ahead,
Rosa. The guys, I don't want you tomorrow, you and that guy together till you get 50, 70 years old, and I cannot just be that cool with that guy anymore. It hurts me. So I'm one of that friend. I don't do it. And then on the other hand, when it comes to when influence, I just wanted to say, it depends on the mindset. It depends on what you believe in. Some people are weak-minded. Some people are strong-minded. It's all, and also friends are there to help you to grow. Some people never grow. Some people stay. Some people just stay places for years. The mentality that never grow. It's like you are wishing for them to be like you, or even more than you. But it's like they just can't. And I think as a friend, I don't exit the friendship, but I stay around. I call you once in a blue moon. I have this decent conversation, some inspiring conversation, and just drop it in your lap. And I exit, but I never exit altogether. I'm always reaching out to find out that you have removed yourself from that particular place. But it's all for love. So I just, it depends. So Vanessa, I always let people to be very careful with that. And my friends don't like it. They don't really like my opinion for that. But I love them.
Let me respond to the guys. To the guys who are watching.
The only part I heard was, when I see something, I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
To the guys who are watching, we appreciate y'all watching. Lofa, don't be coming to the guys. To the guys who are watching, we appreciate it. The girls, the female who's watching tonight, yes, we see y'all watching and sharing and commenting. Let's read some comments, okay? We'll move on to that. River Support. Hi, River Support. Thank you again. We appreciate you coming on. Hold on, let me go back because I feel like I'm missing some comments up here. Right, Honey Barbie said we cannot tell too much of our relationship issues and problems with others.
Right.
That's true. You gotta learn how to, because once you say it to somebody, you can't you can't take it back.
Right.
Like, it can't come back. And they be wondering why that girl wants to fight that man. You're the man, your honey loving and all. And your friend say, I just be side-eye. No, I've always been the person to not, like, once your relationship is fine, I'm fine. I don't take people plow and carry on my head, mom. You fix your plow with that person, I fix my plow with that person too. Keep it moving.
Like, very true. Very true.
There's a topic that I'm thinking about, but I don't know if it's good for a whole show, but y'all let us know in the audience. Is if your friend or family battle yours. Like, I feel like But you see that first day,
That's a good
right
show.
there, where you say when they fix it,
You still mad? You still holding it? You are.
I've always been the one that when they fix it, we fix it too. Like we're good.
no, forget about relationship. I'm talking about friends.
Friendship.
If your
But
friend
here's my
have a
thing.
problem, if your friend have a problem with another person, are
Do you
you
have a
are you?
Oh yeah. You know what? If I not like her,
Sometimes.
you not like her
That's
either.
right. That's not a good topic. We'll talk about it.
we'll talk about it, but I'm
It makes you think.
I always get dragged. I always get dragged into the you part of it too. You know, what I mean? Like, I don't even know it. But anyway, Reverend Simple, hey Reverend Simple, you're back again. I once knew a woman who vowed to never abandon her friends for her relationship, even if her man had built her a skyscraper. I couldn't comprehend why. Please help me. Eh? Well, here's what most women say. Relationship comes and go. As far as men, that's what most of us say because men, like it comes and go. Friendship lasts forever. That's a saying, right? Friendship lasts forever. But relationships, like that man will come, he will lie to you, he will do whatever, he will go. That friend will be there to cry. You'll cry on her shoulders. She will cry on yours. Because there's it's different. That's some people's spouses get jealous because I tell my best friend like more things than I would tell my spouse. Or when me and my best friend talking, it's just a different vibe. And then when you and your spouse are talking, it's a different vibe. And sometimes the men feel like, why you not treating me like how you can treat that woman? But it's just different. So Rilla said that's probably why she said what she said. But my son Jonah said, then why you women get problem with your husband when he's friends with a guy that people say he's a womanizer?
That's Mace. Talking about Masa, that's Mace.
I don't care.
That Mace.
All you want, I don't care.
That Mace.
Wait, what Mace is saying? Why we got problem with our husband and I have womanizer friends? Because influence Mace.
Influence. Just what Rochelle said, weak-minded.
Yes, I don't even think like Vanessa was saying. Like I just think everybody have their own mind.
If you want to do what you do, you'll do it.
Don't get roasted about the drink and then accidentally have sex.
Because it's not. You will do what you want to do. It's not no accident.
It's no accident. So I don't really care about that. You can be friends with whoever. That's your business.
All right, I want to read Sarah's comment. Vanessa, this one of the major issue we face with today in our friendship. We need to be careful, but a problem to share is a problem to solve too. And the honeybee, I love her response. She said, Sarah will respond, not relationship problems. Go to God and prayer. Her counseling and her have conversation with your partner.
Jesus will not tell you a secret.
Don't tell you, Jesus will not tell you a secret. I don't believe you. Sarah also said it is safe. Counseling is a safe place to share your problem without the risk of your business getting out or people judging you. And then Sarah responded, at times you cannot just keep it into yourself because you're blindfolded by love. You don't expect a friend that loves you to be cool with a guy that don't treat you right. So that's a good saying. I like that she said that. Because sometimes when we know that these men, we're back in a relationship, are treating you bad, but you keep going back there.
Or that woman.
That's saying just men. Women do it too.
Yeah, women do it too. And the woman, they keep going back there. Then how you expect your friend to just be cool with that guy, knowing how that guy's treating you or how that girl treating you?
It's hard.
You know what? It's hard, but you know what? If you like it, I love it. I'm not gonna bother you.
You will love it. And Lofa, Rosie is our guy, so we're gonna read his comment. Come on, Lofa, you know how we do on here. Stop hating.
People say they got small Lofa in there too.
Oh God! He said your pick Rosie Paul to respond to home. I've been here. Oh, we responded to you too, Lofa. Hi, Lofa, we miss you. Okay, Jennifer, your other point. I'm sorry, I'll keep reading comments.
No, I'm actually done because I feel like it's nothing. It's not as it's 50-50. In different situations, it varies. So I'm saying I disagree that birds of the same feathers flock together. I disagree. I feel like I can still be friends with somebody who is totally opposite of me or does things that I don't consider, are right or whatever. But I feel like I'm not going to judge. You know what I'm saying? And I do agree that with Vanessa, as far as there's times where you just outgrown people. It's nothing personal. You just, for me, I'm at a stage in my life where I feed off of energy. I'm going to spend my time with people who, when I'm around, I don't like, my energy is good, I feel like I just feel like I feed off of that nowadays. Back in the day, I'll have that. I had pity parties with myself to be like, no, you have to, you can forgive, you can do that. And now I'm just at the point where I'm like, I love everyone, but it's certain people just gonna be
distant. As much as I don't like that outgrown word, I would say that to say you are totally right to say that energy. I think I did one of my Sundays words of encouragement on the energy that you attract says a lot about you. Mm-hmm. If you're attracting that negative energy, if you're attracting that petty energy, somebody who just can whine and complain and gossip all day, you're going to end up being easily influenced by that energy level, and then you're going to end up going down with that person too. That's how I feel. So I feel like you got to get to a place where you feel up for people's energy, but most importantly, you just have to know that certain people, certain friendship, they are not meant
to last forever.
I think mom's yeah. Let me read a comment. Mom commented about one of the read her comment too, but
say the mom actual government name, please.
And let me go to Kimberly. Deborah Wilson said we can still go to God, but sometimes we just want to share things with certain friends. That doesn't mean that we have to get influenced by other friends. That is true. Sometimes you just certain things you can hold on your chest. I think the counselor will tell you that too. It's good to share. It's good to share, but it's also important to trust. The problem is
know your boundaries.
Do you trust who you are sharing with?
Yeah, know your boundaries. Know the person that you share with. But you have to read River Says Pro.
I don't see it. Read it.
He said, very good topic. I have never liked my wife's friend. She always talk about tall and huge guys when I'm around, and she knows I'm short type by some men.
Rosie, we love you.
I can't.
Oh, we love your height. It's okay.
You know what?
It's a guy.
Oh God, Barbara Honeybee said this is a great topic too. A friend. Oh yes, let me just say this to everyone who's suggesting topics. These comments sometimes there are a lot for us to go through. Please inbox us. Please send it to our inbox because we want to do viewers' choice. Yes. We want to do those topics. So if you have topics in mind, I see right now she said a friend being friends with your ex and or someone that treats you bad. That's another good topic. And then Antoinette T. Lewis, right? Not all friendship lasts forever. A true friend always knows her boundary when it comes to your relationship. It's hard, but that's true. That's true too. But does that mean that she can slip every night and be like, "You did that to her, do it again"?
What I'm gonna do to you?
No, I've done that. I've done that to say what I have to say to you, but it has to be that me and that guy have that type of relationship that I can do that. You don't just feel comfortable that you can do that with anybody's husband or boyfriend or significant other, whatever, because some people take it too far and they feel that it's even okay to want to fight your significant other in the street and all of that to think that they're trying to stand up for you. No, that's not my fight. If you tell me as your friend somebody did this to you, I'm gonna be mad with you. But if you come back now, you explain to me this is the conversation, whatever we had, and how the people can say on TikTok now, I'm gonna stick beside them. So what can I do? What can I do? If I were cooking him food, giving him food before, I will keep giving him food.
Right. That's my name. I'm gonna stick beside him.
I'm gonna stick beside him. What I'm gonna do?
Yeah. But I love the comments. I love the Honeybee. Yeah, great topic. Yeah, definitely. So we got to do that topic because everybody liked the topic. But anyway, thanks, Jennifer. Thanks to everyone for sharing the show. Outside is open. We got to turn up. This is a celebration weekend for us. We have a lot of graduates. We just want to shout out all our graduates.
Yes.
Our graduates, not just from 8th grade to 9th grade, but PhD holders.
Amen.
Schoolers,
Amen.
nurses, entrepreneurs, everyone that is getting a business degree, that is just stepping up. We encourage education because education is so important. So if you're doing your thing, keep shining. However way you're grinding legally and getting paid, keep doing it. If you're in school, keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. It may be tough, but don't give up. Okay, some semesters are like, yo, am I going back? But you know what? You got to dust it off and go on back and keep pushing. That's how you become successful.
Amen.
I want to say congratulations to all of our graduates of 2021. Like, y'all keep shining. I hope those jobs are lined up for y'all. I hope next year be a better year in school and everything else that you find yourself in. But we want to say thanks to everyone for watching to this show. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for comments. The comments today. And we just love our viewers. Thank you for always supporting us. Thank you for coming on, for sharing the show. And keep sharing, because that's how a lot of people will know that we are on to come on.
Did you read this last comment? Camilla Wilson said, I've been cool with the same Hopo Joe, but that did not increase my mileage down the hill.
You know what?
That's my bed. You know what, bro? Go sleep.
That's the same Hopo Joe.
Oh
it's the Hopo Joe for me.
So she right. So sometimes, like I said, it's good to have those opposite friends, but just don't be easily influenced by them. And just keep certain friends at a certain level. That's it.
Amen.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight. Join us next Friday, 7 p.m. Facebook Live. LIB Talks comes on. Next week, we'll have another interesting topic, so you don't want to miss it. Come be a part of it next week.
Now, how about clarify what next week is? Next week is last Friday, so what does that mean?
Is it? Ooh! So, if you know what we do here on LIB Talks, the last Friday in every month is Freaky Friday. When we say freaky, we say freaky, okay? Last time we had our Freaky Friday, we talked about is there such a thing as too much sex? That's our last Freaky Friday show. So y'all can only imagine what this next topic will be. But let me say this to everyone who's watching. You need to suggest a Freaky Friday topic for us. And when we say freaky, we don't mind. Because we do the disclaimers on those Fridays. We talk about the fact that this is an adult on the show, so we will be having adult conversation. So feel free to send us a topic for Freaky Friday. So join us next Friday, Freaky Friday, 7 p.m. Facebook Live. LIB Talks will come on. Join our social media posts. We got different pages on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Our YouTube is currently up to date. So get on it, start watching the show, and start sharing. It's important to share. We appreciate you all joining us. Thank you.
Don't be petty.
Yes, I did. Oh, yeah. So I just want to give a special shout out to one of our hosts, Hobby, for graduating. You know, when people accomplish certain view, we gotta shout them out. Okay. So
please put doctor to his name, please, when you announce him. Because you will respect him on this show. In life.
On his name. Okay. We want to just shout out our own brother. My boss, I can call him the CEO himself, the entrepreneur himself, the husband, the father. You know, with all that title, he still is in school, y'all. That just tell you that you still gotta keep pushing. All right, with the PhD, the PhD in the building. Okay, come on, we're celebrating. We're turning all up this weekend. Congratulations,
yeah, Dr. Wida.
We are proud of you. But so before we leave, we just want to give that special shout out because he's behind that too. He's helping her with her computer with stuff that he's helping LIB Talk. So we gotta shout him out.
Yes, he turned the ring light on every time.
Yep.
Is he in the background now?
No, I think he's outside in the backyard.
Oh, because I'm gonna make him come on for a second.
So we will be celebrating him this weekend and all the other graduates. My baby, my first son. Okay, y'all, I don't want to cry because he think we're too much already. So it's okay.
And Sarah White, the general, this is not the Jennifer you're looking for. Please carry that song somewhere else. That is not her.
I found that song, Sarah. Finally, Saraya.
You ain't see the video?
I saw the video.
You didn't see the video?
Yeah, but Jennifer not good. But this Jennifer is good.
It's a good Jennifer. Thanks, everyone. Thank you guys.
I love you. Our now there.
Bye.
Oh, see y'all later.